Hello and welcome to Holy Culture Radio. Today we have a very special spotlight, not so much an artist spotlight, but an event spotlight, because what's happening this weekend is epic. Here with us today is Sense and Gawvi. How are you guys today?
What's up?
What's up?
Thank you
I'm
for
doing
having me.
really good.
Yeah, my pleasure. Okay, so I was telling Sense before we started recording that I subscribe to the Aliens Alive newsletter, and I saw that CHH is going to Rolling Loud. How epic is that? It's so exciting, historic moment right now, and I can't even go, but I am super excited. So, Sense, tell us what happened. How did all this start?
So, just a little background. I've been a DJ in the mainstream hip hop world, forever. Working with the likes of like Jeezy, Lil Wayne, T.I., Monica, Chris Brown, T-Pain, just to give a little backstory. And it was a calling for me, and Lil Jon as well. And there was a calling for me to do the same work that I've been doing, but for God's kingdom. Um, and then after that transition, after I stopped working with Lil Jon in about 2018, and then COVID hit, I went through a spiritual transition, got saved, got baptized, and then just started committing my whole purpose on the kingdom side. And the Holy Spirit was just telling me, like, you still gonna do everything that you did on the mainstream side, on the hip hop side. I need you to do this for my kingdom. I need you to do this for God's kingdom. So my first thing was going to be a nonprofit. And then the nonprofit got that together. And then God was like, yeah, but I need you to, how are you going to push this nonprofit? How are you going to push this ministry? I need you to do it the same way you did in mainstream hip hop. And I said, oh, you know what? Let me do my radio show. So I put a whole show together highlighting Christian hip hop artists and, just delivering a spiritual message, but do it in a mainstream world. So then I was able to get the show in Atlanta at Hot 1079 in Atlanta. And my executives were like, yo, this show is crazy. These artists are crazy. And it just started catching fire. Around the same time, I saw that Rodney Jerkins was pushing a faith-based hip hop label called Aliens Alive. So I reached out to a good friend of mine, Brian Michael Cox, who's another super producer. I said, bro, can you set up the introduction? I want to meet Rodney Jerkins. He was like, I got you. He understood what the assignment was for the kingdom. 2 days later or a day later, it's me, Brian, and Rodney on a group chat. And Rodney's like, yo, let's do it, man. He understood what I had going on. I saw what he had going on. And he's like, I'm going to link you with Jen Boogie, who handles all his radio stuff. And so then me and Jen established a relationship. Fast forward, my other guy, Troy Gunn, who manages DJ Five Venoms, who is the official curator and DJ for Rolling Loud all around the world. We've been having spiritual conversations on and on. And God touched him and DJ Five Venoms to be like, because they curate about 3 sets every festival, every Rolling Loud festival. So it touched them to be like, wait a minute, we need to do something a little different on this next Rolling Loud stage. And Troy was like, let's go holler at Sense and make it a Chosen Journey set. And Five felt the same way. They reached out to me and were like, Sense, man, what do you think about making the Rolling Loud, one of the Rolling Loud sets, a Chosen Journey set? I'm like, what? That's crazy. So one of the first people that came to my mind, I said, man, I gotta hit Rodney, because I know what he has going on with aliens. I reached out to nobigdyl's people first. They were down, and then I hit Jen, and then she said, oh, I gotta call Rodney. Rodney called me back. He was like, Sense, what you got? What is this? And then we just started chopping it up. And then Rodney and I were just trying to figure it out, figure out how we should do it, just kind of mapping it out. And I said, all right, I'm gonna connect you with Five Venoms and my man Troy Gunn. We all got on the phone, mapped it out the last 2 months, And then got here, brought the Aliens Alive team on, and then it just mapped out. Here we are. You see one of the artists performing right here. You know, it's going down.
This is actually my first time hearing the story, so that's fire. I felt like I was in a movie
Really?
right now.
That's
Yeah, you broke that
crazy.
down really good. That's fire.
Thank you, man.
Okay, okay, Gawvi. So you get the text or the phone call. We're going to Rolling Loud. What's your first thought? Is what?
I'm literally just getting this news probably like 2 weeks ago from right now. And Ronnie's very when he's creating something big, he's a mastermind. So some stuff could be very secretive at times, but you got to let the chef cook, you know?
Mm.
So his timing is always impeccable. So it's like when he's showing music, it's the same way how he does with sharing news. So he sets it up very fire for me. He's like, "Hey, you ready to perform at Rolling Loud?" I'm like, "What? Get out of here! There's no way." Especially because Rolling Loud, Miami, that's my hometown. So uh, it definitely felt like big news. It was crazy to hear, and then just to see the vision unlock itself within these past 2 weeks and hearing conversations, and now especially hearing the full details from Sense, I'm like, yo, I'm amped up right now. It's gonna be definitely a special moment that God is gonna be able to. I don't know what to be. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen where it's gonna be spiritual. I feel like people are really gonna connect.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that it's for people who are not familiar with Rolling Loud. It is one of the biggest hip hop festivals of the world. Like it's not just America; they've done it overseas as well. And
Yeah.
it's really important because it's kind of like it mirrors what's going on in hip hop at the moment. And CHH is just like blowing up. We got Timbaland like listening to Christian hip hop and giving us props, and like Christian hip hop is finally getting kind of the recognition that it deserves, right? Because you guys are putting out amazing stuff. So and I also love that it was kind of like on their end that it started. It was like, hey, do so it feels like God is moving and orchestrating. So since what is the feeling from the curator side about what this looks like? Is it like just music? Are they expecting like your fans to like show up in force? Are you guys gonna have an altar call? Like give us some more details, man. Like I'm
You know,
I know
those
it.
some of those are, you got to come and check it out. You got to come and watch the stream. It's like what Gavi was talking about, man. It's going to be a strong spiritual presence, man. God is doing His work, and my role is just being a servant and pulling something together. And He called me and said, utilize the resources you have in the mainstream world and tap in to just putting out what deserves to be front and center in the Christian hip hop community, man. And it's not even like it's a category because it's a, like I said, it is a mainstream. Everybody needs to hear this music. Everybody needs to hear this message. Um, and everybody just needs to connect. And this is a perfect opportunity. And look at how God works, man. The biggest hip hop festival in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like just like God, God, man. I just keep giving him all the praise, for just allowing us to just continue to honor him, man. It's just a humbling and grateful feeling.
No, that's amazing, and you're totally on target there. So, what was it like reaching out to all these different artists? Because I realized I was okay. It's Aliens Alive, so I assumed that there were going to be in my head. I was like, oh, there's only Aliens Alive artists, but
Mhm.
there's Hulvey,
Yeah.
and then you have Gawvi, obviously, and then you
Mhm.
have John Keith, and then you have other people from other camps.
Right.
Tell me what that process was like, and what was their reaction?
That was the conversations that Five, Troy, Rodney, and I had. One thing, especially Rodney, he wanted to make sure that be this that we take advantage that it's a historical door breaking moment, and that the artists that represent it understand that this is a forefront historical moment, and that played a strong part in breaking the doors down, if you want to say it, or bridging the gap, if you want to say it. And that was the process, like, because we wanted to just make sure that the people that we chose as the first one stood strong and represented the kingdom. That was just very important. And then that we do it as a unity, as a group, like we're aligned. This is bigger than us. Everybody is very successful individually, but together we wanted to just make a mark and represent God's kingdom to the fullest. And to answer your second question, everybody was elated, like really excited and honored to just have the opportunity. Man, everybody that we spoke to, everybody was just like, let's go. Like, it's on.
I get it. I can't even imagine. I would love it to be like a fly on the wall. Okay, Gawvi, so over to you. So when you know you're going, right? So you have all this body of work. You had an album that came out, the summer atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
What's your first go? So you're like, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to play, or you're like, man, I got to sit and pray about this. Tell me what that process was like.
I know this is not the Gawvi show, so for me, I'm like, Rodney, hey, what do you need? Like, I'm the team player. Like, what exactly do you need from me to show up with? So, I know for him, he was like really excited that I'm Latino as well. So he's like, yo, I know you're gonna do your thing, but please also add in your Latin roots into the set. So I was like, oh, awesome. That's good to like think through, also pray through, just thinking through what the songs I would choose. What's it gonna look like too? There's a whole different audience that I'm sure not nobody, but a lot of people don't know about Christian hip hop in this space. So I'm thinking through a lot of things through it, like in conversations, like, okay, what is the best way to first show? And not try to be too show off too at the same time, just being authentic to who we are. So it's figuring out that balance. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure that whatever you guys do is going to be amazing. I just know it.
Hold on, let me just say this, because Gawvi sent his set. His set is fire. The set is crazy.
I appreciate it.
Just a tidbit on that. Yeah.
Okay, you heard it. That's not all we're gonna get, I think. So make sure Miami, if you have nothing going on this weekend, make sure you make plans.
And stream it too. Stream it on Twitch
That's
or
right.
Amazon.
Amazon Prime. It's gonna be on there. Set your clock, set your Alexa, set your phone, set all your things so you can watch. So there has been I think this has been the year of like Christian hip hop collaborating with secular hip hop. Some people like it, some people don't. And I feel like this could maybe be a little bit of that. People are gonna be like, why are we showing up there? Either of you want to chime in on what you would say to that?
It's moving forward, it's advancing. God's agenda is his agenda. And who are we to intervene? Like we said, like with the Rolling Loud, I had nothing to do with this. He called upon the people that open the doors and make this happen. Same thing with collaborations. If you're producing for somebody or even doing a collaboration on an artistry side, like it's touching a lot of people that may not know how to do it. I've had some major people call me, celebrities, that artists that are like curious because they may not have had the confidence to admit to the faith that they really have or whatever it is that they're going through. You know what I mean? So that's why this is so important, because it allows certain people of different levels to have the confidence. So doing the collaborations and working together is positive because you spread the energy through people, man. Music is vibration. So let's do it the right way.
Great. I think also fans of mainstream Christian hip hop, I'm not saying all of them, but I know that there is a an undercurrent that they want a change. Like there's a certain population that are looking for something different, and when they find out that Christian hip hop exists, like it's a whole new world, right? And there's so much diversity within Christian hip hop. I feel like there's a little bit of something for everybody. So here we go. This is going to be awesome. I feel like this is going to open the door for 2025, and 2025 is going to be amazing. Gawvi, what do you hope to show your new audience about either music or Christian hip hop or anything? Anything? Do you have a goal in mind for your set?
I really desire somehow, because I know everyone's gonna bring like amazing music. It's gonna be turned up for sure. I know everyone is talented. We have all a certain look. Like I feel like everyone has a package. My biggest thing is like, God, how is it that you're gonna use us and show up? Like I'm just curious how that's gonna play out, because it could be any way. I don't know how. Is it, Hulvey at a moment he's gonna preach the gospel or something? Like I'm just so curious at that moment. What is the connect the moment that's like, oh, this is what's different about these guys? I think that's my biggest thing that I'm like, what's that gonna look like? Because I know it's gonna happen. Curious how God's gonna play out that night, that day.
Okay, so if anybody's watching, let's pray that this goes off without a hitch, that everything that God moves and uses this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like the hairs in my body are just standing up all over the place. Okay, so when are you guys gonna be on stage? Tell people so that they can tune in.
December 15th, Miami, Hard Rock Stadium, main stage, Amazon stage. We're setting off the main stage. Sunday is going down. Once again, Amazon streaming, Twitch streaming. We got Gawvi, we got Hulvey, we got nobigdyl, we got Caleb Gordon, we got Alex Jean, we got John Keith. Am I forgetting anybody? That's it, right? I think that's it. That's it, right?
Yeah,
We got
Dill, John
Trent.
Keith.
Yup. We got Rodney Jerkins. We got Aliens Alive. We got DJ 5 Venoms. Shout out to DJ 5 Venoms. He is the official curator and DJ of Rolling Loud. He is he's there right now, DJing at Rolling Loud right now.
That's right.
I
It's
don't
on.
know if the door's open yet, but and my man Troy Billionaire Gun. Shout out the whole Aliens Alive team, man. It's going down. It's going down.
So excited for you guys. All right, so Sunday, tune in everybody on Twitch, Amazon Prime, set all your devices. On behalf of Holy Culture, I wish you guys the best of luck. I will be praying for you right after we get on this. I'm gonna get on my knees and I'm gonna pray for you that everything goes off, that God shows off and opens the doors and opens the hearts of everybody listening. This is gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
My pleasure. Bye.
Bye.